Song 8. The three foreign warriors present their gifts to the ruler's child. I have heard it told that immediately after the cruel-minded king said the words of his soothsayers to the foreign heroes, who were earls in their homeland and had traveled afar, he asked them when they first saw on the roads of the east the king's star coming, the shining sign down cheerfully from heaven. They did not wish to conceal anything from him, and so they told him in truth. He then instructed them to go on their journey and to investigate the matter thoroughly about the coming of the child. The king himself, the Lord of the Jews, commanded the wise men very sternly that before they left the west, that they let him know where he could find the child himself. He said that he wanted to go there with his warrior companions to adore the child. He was hoping, with the edge of the sword, to become the child's murderer. But the ruling god thought about this. He, the child, should accomplish more, do more in this world. His light must shine longer, making known the power of God. The sign then moved on, shining among the clouds. The wise men were ready to travel. They decided to leave and go on. They were eager about their mission. They wanted to see the Son of God himself. They had no other warrior companions of their retinue with them. There were only 3 of them. They understood things. They were smart men, the ones bearing the gifts. Then they looked up to the high heavens, where they saw in their wisdom how the bright stars which had been created by Christ for his world moved across the cloudy sky. They recognized God's sign. The warriors walked on after it, following faithfully. The force helped them, until the road-weary men saw God's bright shining beacon, the white light in the heavens, stand still. The bright star shone brilliantly over the house where the Holy Child willed to live, where the woman, the maiden, was taking proper care of him. The thanes' hearts became merry within them. They understood from the beacon light that they had found God's peaceful Son, the Holy King of Heaven. They then walked inside the house with their gifts, those road-weary warriors from the east, and immediately recognized Christ the ruler. The foreign fighting men fell on their knees to the good child and greeted him in the royal manner. They carried the gifts to him, gold and incense as a sign of divinity, and myrrh as well. The men stood there attentively, respectful in the presence of their Lord, and soon received it, the child, in a fitting manner in their hands. Then the wise men decided, road-weary as they were, to go home to the guest hall. It was there, as they were sleeping during the night, that God's angel showed them in their sleep in a dream what the chieftain himself, the ruler, wanted. It seemed to them that a man was telling them in words that they, the earls, should leave the place by another way when they went home, and that they should not go back to that loathsome man Herod again, that moodily violent king. Then morning came shining to this world. The wise men began to tell one another their dream, and they recognized the ruler's word themselves. They had great wisdom in their hearts. They asked the all-ruler, the high King of heaven, that they might be able to continue to work toward his glory, to carry out his will. They said that they had changed their minds and their hearts that morning, for every morning. Then the men traveled away again, the earls from the east, just as the angel of God had instructed them in words. They took another road, following God's directions. The messengers from the east, road-weary men, would never tell the Jewish king a thing about the son's birth. Rather, they traveled on as they wished.